It's craziness. Lynn kept her promise about getting you hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. Hello? This is Chad. Cecil, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you. Control room. But you better get going. Long night is drawing to an end. Yeah, looks like it. For your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. At the other end of the phone line. Finally gonna find all my answers. Better go. Single telephone line connects me and the other Cecil. But that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fate of many people. Just reach the center of the web. Welcome to the Yanoa, Detective Jowd. My detective sense must have gotten rusty. Didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. Because I switched the power off to mask. Switch the power to my mask off, Detective Jowd. I used your phone. Hope you don't mind. Egad, never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing it. How did you get into the submarine, Jowd? Equally surprised about your choice of transportation. Submarine, eh? How did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew where the Yanoa was gonna surface. Confound it. Your detectives have a little saying. Something you want to know about it? Something you want to know about a case? Ask the criminals. The bullet the man was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. A little something for you. Kevin has given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver made to look like a pocket watch. Oh. Mr. Cabanella, here he's an excellent investigator. By the way, where is the man in red? I know he's on the submarine somewhere. Ah, Sicily, you mean? You can relax, it's nothing but his shell. His shell, eh? His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely, right about now, he's controlling your daughter. I beg you, let my daughter go. Need a hostage, take me, just please let her go. There's something our nation needs, Cecil has it. That's all we care about, my man, nothing else matters. However, it would appear Cecil has underestimated us. He left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? Nation has already researched it. This product that Cecil has to offer. The source of his powers. Oh. What in the world was that? The Temsic fragment. Your spirit special powers. No idea what Cecil has concluded, as far as we're concerned. What are you talking about? What a mistake to make right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jowd. Farewell. What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Judd, where did he go? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. Better find them, and fast. It's Missile! Yes, I think even I remember who you are by now. You suppose that shock was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog. But with my loss of my memory, I can't say I'm much better. Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla. Think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out? Sorry, I don't think I can. Why did I even bother to ask? But you do have the power to swap objects. Find the lady detective and the little lady together. You got it. Wow, Miss Camilla, I just know it. My trusty nose is practically screaming at me. I think you call that more of a hunch. To the phone before it stops ringing. Not much I can do here. Basketball. Okay. Another little explosion in the distance. I got a bad feeling about this. It's just a look. That black hello, it came off the hook. Call the phone, bud. Is anybody there? There's the lady. Sissa, where are you? Nobody please answer. She can't hear my voice. You too, huh? Oh good, I thought she was ignoring me. Somebody help me. Lynn is... It's Lynn! Better hurry. Go, Sissel. Nobody's answering. Miss Camilla. And... Miss Lynn? Oh, poor Miss Lynn. Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break. Looks like another tragedy has happened. Miss Camilla. I'm so glad to see you alright. Well, I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly. Wait a minute. Whistle your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. Well, hits the core now, so that means she did hear Missle's voice before. We saved her that time. You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad I was born here, little doggy. You're gonna watch over your mistress for a while. My powers? I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. You're the only one who can protect her. I'll do it. Bip bip. Bip 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 bip. Let's see. I think I fell asleep. You just fell asleep inside of a suitcase. I thought to myself, I have to escape. Next thing I knew, I found myself in this big room. I was so tired I couldn't move. And then... So relieved I don't remember what happened after that. Passed out. been through so much. You were very brave. I think Lynn's probably been through more than me. I mean, she's died like 4 times. But yes. Wait, what in the world happened here? I don't know. Sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. You wouldn't know in that case. Detective Judd, is he alright? I don't know. Huh? Room here and just disappeared all of a sudden. Now it's all making even less sense than before. After we left the super's office, we followed the man in red. Tracked him with the radio transmitter. Inspector Cabanella fired into him with the bullet. Man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Judd and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat. How big was this boat? Sneaked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. Submarine dove back down again. Judd and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line and I would look for Camilla. Found Camilla hiding here in the engine room. She had escaped and run away here. It's been an adventure. What happened next? I don't know. Flash of light all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. See for myself. Let's go. Lynn, where's the detective now? It's been 10 years since we last met. Knew that man from the park 10 years ago? Well, I see there's no need to introduce myself. Give Camilla back. She has nothing to do with any of this. But I can't do that. This is my last chance. Phone is ringing. Not for me. Nobody ever calls the dead. The revenge plan has failed. Didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution. Well, knowing him, I half expected as much. So I was waiting here for like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it be just what he wanted, to be executed by his own daughter? I heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you. But revenge? Nobody could possibly know what the world an explosion? Uh-oh, got a bad feeling about this. Have I been had? Feeling I just can't understand. Of course not. You're not him. She's right. I'm not him, am I? He's gonna shoot Detective Jowd. That's Camilla. He came to rescue her. It's just too horrible. Anyway, let's bring you back to life again. I have to add the again part. You're pretty up for a dead woman. For a dead woman, anyway. Look for a way to stop the explosion. No idea what vitamins or minerals are. Not really anything that I can... What does this one do? Oh. Somehow managed? He's just saying it's not how I planned it. Better check it. Okay, fine, I'll check it out. Anybody still there? Get yourself here on the double. We're about to head out. Okay. Come if you're coming, we're leaving. Sure. See you, Lynn. The restless ghost on board. What is all this shit? Turn over a new leaf, Mom. Only restless ghosts. Well, it's true, neither one of us is really resting in peace. Anyway. Sub just lost one of his crew. Guess that means the fate of the sub has changed slightly. Okay. Bargaining chip. Yeah, this thing that I thought was going to go right up Judd's butt. Thought this whole deal go down once before. In just a moment, the man in red is about to get his Timsic fragment taken away. Timsic. Any of these levers do anything? Okay. The Timsic fragment. You're mine at last. You rubbing it on his nose. Objective has been achieved. Now we detach the control room as planned. Farewell, sir. The whole room just disappeared with Detective Jowd in it. Don't worry, Lynn, but Detective Jowd can take care of himself. The main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady. Hurry along, before Sissel discovers what he's lost and comes after me. You know where will be his coffin. And buried here in the deep sea forever. Farewell, Sissel. No. Also the giant explosion. What is? Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. The torpedo. It's like, well, you've heard of a missile before, haven't you? Yeah, sure. But a different missile comes more readily to mind. He plans to sink the submarine with that thing. This is not good. We have to do something before the torpedo is fired. Lever. Oh, what? Find a way to stop it. It does so much to stop it from detonating, right? Why was the I hope at the end of the strongest part of that sentence? Okay, here goes. Oh. Came along for the ride without giving it too much thought. It's really the best move. I think so. We just have to keep it from going off, right? Poor little rat will thank us too. How in the world did it get in here? I think that's right. The spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. It must be pretty heavy. The whole torpedo over. Now for the safety device. What if I just detonate it? That it's still going to impact. We can't do anything about that. Uh-oh. What's that noise? Torpedo still hits the submarine. Submarine's still okay. It's changed everybody's fate, including the little rats. We did it. Alright. Still look unhappy. Stop the torpedo from blowing up. We still opened up a gaping hole in the submarine. You're right, I guess. Guess that's just what missiles do. They're unstoppable. Okay. Should we get back to the present as quickly as we can? Who said that? Other than just Missile. I guess it was just Missile, the dog. Missile is unstoppable. There's to stop death for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. It's now slowly but surely filling the room. Uh-oh. Water seeping in through the hole where the torpedo hit. Okay, get them out. Look, I've got to get them out of here. It's better to go meet up with Lynn. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Machine apparently still works. Let me create a path. Ugh. Lynn? Willow, you're awake. How do you feel? I'm so sorry. Sorry I pointed that gun at you. Don't worry about that. That wasn't you. Miss Camilla. Whistle, you're here. Poor Miss Camilla. Miss Lynn, what should we do? Get out of here before any more water comes in. So should be along any second. Happy everybody's gonna be with me now. Camilla. Miss Camilla. I'll get you out of here. If it's the last thing I do, I think I'm gonna cry. Or whimper, as the case may be. Better send a signal to Lynn that I'm here. Hey. Up you go. Glad you're here, Cecil. Sorry for the wait. Looks like this room is gonna fill up with water fast. Better get out that door as quickly as we can. Won't be getting out that door, I'm afraid. Water pressure is too great already. I can't open it. What? What does water pressure mean? Is the force of the water holding the door closed. The level keeps getting higher and higher in here. The way out is up. There's a ladder right there. By the way, I can't swim. Neither can Camilla. Don't you have any good news for me? Think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please? What is turning this do? Made a glove fall. Fuse box. Hook. Open. What's that? Like the water seeping in isn't the only thing we have to worry about. Oh great, the flashlight broke. The flashlight doesn't work anymore. You don't get mad at me. The contacts are bad or something. Yeah, I know. You can fix it with your powers. You know, that's just taking things too far. I guess I can. You used to be an electrician in your past life or something? It's a cruel question considering the circumstances. All we have to do is that door and we're safe. Don't think that's happening. Good thing all of the water is still on the side. What happened now? Looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs. And we were still okay after that. Either we're really lucky or we're dead and we just haven't realized it yet. As if the latter could be true. Rising fast. Just have to go up to the top. See how I can help with my ghost tricks. I can see a familiar flame over there. What's this? Oh, there you are. How's it going? How's it going? I'd say it's going pretty bad. You understand how dangerous the situation is, don't you? Of course, after all. Just ask anybody who knows me how much I hate taking a bath. Maybe he's been in danger of drowning before himself. That's not it, Cecil. After the ladies, of course. What can we do over here? Pipe. Shaft. Medium fan. Sure. Medium fan. What is this? Medium fan, large fan. What if I put the large fan? I think these are the same size, so. I have no idea. What else can I do over here? Pipe. Oh, these are broken pipes. I think they're all broken pipes. Or wheel. Small pan. I don't know what that did. These do anything? No. Do anything? No. About these two? No. Wheel, pipe, and I still do this. Oh, a staircase. Beep, 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 beep. It's too hot to get through. What? No way to get around it either. I think you can do something? Of course we can. I didn't even notice that. The heck? I have to do this. Ugh. Okay. Those pipes were probably still very hot, but when am I supposed to get up there? Don't yell at me. When I yell, you can yell at me. So how can I yell at you when you're so sweet about it? Like you just did. Something to pull Miss Lynn up with. So to whisk Miss Lynn up and glide her ever so gently to the top with. You mean like a hook? Oops. Missile, you gotta move, bud. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, raise away. Beep, 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 beep. Can't do it. Open it, hurry. Is there any way to ask for something? Oh yes, I can't budget, it must be stuck. This way. Okay. What just happened? I can't believe my eyes. Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. The submarine continues to sink down into the deep, deep sea. Still want to try and make my way up as far as possible. I still want to head up to find a single ray of light to illuminate the truth at the bottom of this deep, deep darkness. Yes, I will save. Yes, so continue playing. I do need to be right back real quick though, so hold on. Before I dive into this chapter. Okay. The up-ended submarine continues to sink slowly but surely. A long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. Long journey. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them. But at the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? You managed to survive, detective. Hey, you're... Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all this evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along? Of course. What else would explain all those unnatural things happening? If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? How come you decided to save us all of a sudden? Thought you wanted to get revenge on us. I don't really know. You gotta tell me. I need to know. Who in the world are you? So look at you. What happened? Can't hold on to that image of myself any longer? I can't remember who you are? That's right. I came all this way tonight trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight, I thought I was you, Sissel. Sissel. My name isn't Sissel. Bet you'll remember really soon. Who are you, and who am I? Who I am too. What? It's not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind, a memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. They got us good. It's all over for the submarine. The engine room is destroyed. There's a hole in the hull and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? Ready to deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. The Temsic fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. And they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah, the meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more. Would you like to know more? These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research, and I think I've got some of it figured out. Meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers, like possessing and manipulating objects, and in my case, swapping objects. Exactly, apparently there are individual differences in the powers we get. It seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah, my powers have changed over these past 10 years. First, I can only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. It is how then? In a nutshell, died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite, its radiation. That's what does it? Dying while being exposed to radiation, like day 10 years ago. A fragment of the meteorite pierced my heart and I died. So of course I received special powers. Hey, wait a minute. Is that how I got my powers too? Might be right. Aren't the Temsic remnants still right there in that park at the bottom of the crater? Right. So that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation too. Another effect the meteorite radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. The fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite. One of the characteristics of the meteorite is the ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death? It's also strange and confusing. It's not really. Then you've been experiencing it the whole night. Makes about as much sense to me as anything else. Poor missile. Strange and confusing. That about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. It's that meteorite fragment. My very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? That day, the fragment pierced my heart. I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, the fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. My body's vital function stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. It just stopped, huh? So I just simply existed, not really alive and not really dead. Pretty much sums up the last 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day, and my hair hasn't grown an inch. I think it was the old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said, couldn't cut this guy's body with a scalpel. As soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. Revenge. If I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives? Part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. You mean the kidnapping? Oh, fine. Manipulated the justice minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. He wanted his daughter kidnapped. They kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know. They had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temsic. If Jad was once such a person, they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Cabanella and that junkyard super, they were slated to be wiped out too. As it turns out, I was one of their targets as well. They stole my Temsic fragment, and here I am. They had one more final target. You, detective. Me. If you weren't there in that park 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Okay, I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. 10 years later, you become a detective looking into Jad's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago, so of course you didn't recognize me. I took possession of you to make you shoot me. Subconscious resisted me such incredible power. It's the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. It was off and the first shot missed the mark. The junkyard is equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan anyway. Eight other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out, but then something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. I showed up. Who am I? Who's I? Let's meet up with them after that. Something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. Ah, the inspector in white was responsible for that one. Precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back no matter what. Spectre caused me no end of trouble. Why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temsic meteorite. Because you were looking into the Droud case. I thought you would find out about Temsic sooner or later. Pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for the water pressure to crush this submarine. Oh no! There are no cores that link from here to the water surface. Hook up the phone line. There are no communication cables down this deep. I meant for the submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape. I think I kind of understand now. You're feeling these 10 years. Feeling cut off from the world all alone in a submarine, sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. That must be how you felt all along. When? Is it true we're stuck here? What? Oh, my dad. Dad was here. I bet he'd save us. Well, I'm so sorry. That's funny. What is it, Sissel? I think I don't understand. How'd they go all the trouble of detaching the control room? Why didn't they just steal the Temsic fragment and escape if that's what they wanted? They have to jettison your body off into the sea. Good question. Doesn't matter why now. Never find it again. No idea where it was launched to. Yes, we do. Tell us where Detective Jowd is. It's not from the Inspector in White, but Detective Jowd told me to hold on to it for him. The bullet is still in that person's body in the command room, right? We'll be able to tell exactly where it is with this. Find out where it is. How do we get there? Figure out something between the three of us with our powers, right? Slyn? Wait a minute, what about a torpedo? Is it really to give up? Let's get started. Bottle. Or lamp. Talk to missile. And the command room that was launched somewhere into the sea. No, I don't like water very much. The key to our plan is a torpedo. Kind of a missile. Missile. You have a missile right here. I think she's talking about that kind of missile. We see another Venus torpedo. Grapes? Private cabin at the top officer, doesn't it? Probably for feeding him grapes while he lies in bed. Oh, it sounds heavenly. So technology is a little bit off. The guy who made a deal with said country. Anyway. Remember, this machine is a bit busted. Torpedo room. There's a torpedo left in there. I'll go check it out. Oh, I get it. You're gonna use a missile to ram the control room. I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow up Detective Jowd, but something like that. Now to the torpedo room. 2 up is definitely safer. Take you there then. Oh, me. Torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes. There should be 1 more left. First thing we have to do is load it into the tube. Those are missiles, you can count on me. Let's set the command room into the torpedo. We just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now. Okay. It's to us and our powers. What? Sometimes you're standing around unsure of ourselves. Can you lend me your strength missile? Alright. Let me move back. Now I can move the lever, right? Whoa. Looks serviceable. It's odd. Commander, it looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out. Thanks. Alright. Away we go. Commander, what your technical out is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. And that instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over the command room. Ready to come back and save you? That'll probably be my last task tonight. Hold on until we get back. Come on, missile. Missile? Hey, sorry, I can't go. I just can't. How could I leave? I'm gonna leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't do it. Missile. Off the switches so the missiles can be launched. You have to do the rest, Sissel. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. What? You go, Missile. Staying here won't change our fate. If you go with Sissel, might be able to make something happen. That's our only hope. What if that something doesn't happen? Never be able to see you again. Never ever again. Even I can understand that. Couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Missile. No, you and Sissy are gonna make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. Each other. Don't worry. Camilla. Are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw this switch. Ready. Yes. Never find out who you really are. It doesn't matter now. All I know is I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. I'm glad I met you, Detective. We're gonna see each other again, right, Sissy? Right, Missile? That's right, we promised, little lady. Of course we will. Never forget you no matter what happens. Here goes, then. Good luck, friend. 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. Like an ray of light of hope, reach this far down into the deep sea. Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. Detective Trout, I bet that big masked man did this. I'm gonna bite him. Better not, you might break your teeth. The end room is lost power and is sinking. So I wonder what that masked man is gonna do. Sorry for the wait, Detective Judd. Who are you? Are you Sissel? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How's Camilla? What about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. Detective Judd about everything that happened on the submarine Yanoa. The submarine is badly damaged. Why would he do that to his own submarine? Wish I knew. Because he's afraid of my powers. You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been long years, Detective Judd. Are you Yomiel? Remember me, do you? I possibly forget. So that's your real name, huh? Well, you know, we're calling you Sissel. It's an alias I was using for my deal with them. Didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Do me a favor. Can I ask you some questions? I'm trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. Honey, we can still tell you, right, Detective Chad? Right. 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer. Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know? It's true. I had to explain to a dog, but as a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. So I got roped into joining that project. What project? Project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. It was to build a new system using multi-dimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. Doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would do or know anything about. Damn it, Bissell. Sounded like another challenging job. However, the project was also the target of a secret plot. But you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me I'd have to deal with spies. Never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. And then one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then the incident happened. Escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as hostage. By the way, Detective Chad, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death? So sorry, Yomiel. 10 years ago. Wheel. Big boom. Soul was split from my body and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. That's a pretty good game. I existed in this world, no question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers that didn't help anybody? Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right, sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea. Overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. That's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know that what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I went with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. The deal. Something I just don't understand about that deal. Your powers would be very valuable to them. What did you get out of the deal? A new life. Life. I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they helped me with my revenge plot. The second was a rebirth for me. New beginning, eh? I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name I didn't in everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. Finally, I wanted to die surrounded by a loving family. The kind of life I asked them for. A man-made life. That's right. I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. So I decided to ask the national government to help me. And the response in the end was betrayal. Betrayal. Making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Temsic was all about. You had no idea they were doing all this? None at all. I was a fool. But did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? And they just steal a hunk of Temsic meteorite from the park? Couldn't. The manipulator incidents research was conducted on this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. Inspector Cabanella and the old pigeon guy, eh? I like how we're still just calling him the old pigeon guy. Didn't believe the report. Then they decided to put the park under surveillance just in case. Like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Don't tell me the odd leaflet guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. Park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale. They couldn't steal the Temsic meteorite. And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temsic meteorite. The upshot of the grand deal. This, eh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. If there's one thing you must be happy about, that managed to steal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bring Detective Jad back to life, of course. What good will that do now? We promised. We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla we'd save them. Can't do that without you, Detective Jad. Guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Here we go then. Back to 4 minutes before your death. Not headed anywhere, Detective, but fully enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We'll run out soon and that will be our destination. What that would mean, you're trapped here too. By the way, I am not human, Detective. I'm a remote-controlled robot, Detective. Country's use of technology. It's just plain off. You get that a lot, Detective. They should have made his sprite be like a head, his like talking sprite, not his in-game sprite, but his talking portrait. Put a shell here. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide providing against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility. What are you talking about? No need for you to know, Detective. Time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems. Camilla, forgive me. Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility of turning the situation around. Shell. Or emanating from his body? Of course there isn't. The domestic fragment is gone. Let's change his shell. Give us some kind of lead. Figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is that they're afraid of. My time was perpetually stopped thanks to the power of Temsic. I cycled between the moments that separated life and death. Not anymore. The Temsic fragment has been taken away. Exactly. So what does that mean? I get it. Body won't come back to life anymore. The moment my fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. See, that means we can go back to 4 minutes before your death? Exactly when is that death? 10 years ago. When we get there, it's gonna be 10 years ago, isn't it? I fall back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever. Then I saw it, the final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all the clues. All I have to do now is remember. Final journey to the truth starts now. Alive. Saving. Yes. Final chapter. Oh. When was Yomiel's death? It was 10 years ago. The Temsik meteorite fell. Travel back through time, and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all. It's about to replay itself. It's ready. What's ready? Give it up. You really think you can outrun me? Calm down. Drop that weapon. Stay back. You come any closer, I'll shoot her. Okay, sure, you might get hurt. There it is. You're right now. Are you hurt? You saved me, mister? I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. It's your job, mister. I'm a police detective. The Temsik meteorite, eh? Beautiful looking at it from this angle. Which all of our fates completely. Can't stop Temsik from falling from the sky. Might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. Commander Detective Chad. Perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't hit him, pretty sure I would have shot him. You're not be able to change your fate of dying. I can accept that. What I did was inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. My fate is to die here, then I accept that. Your last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future. In missiles here. Wander off somewhere that would solve everything. Sweet potato is almost ready. He's not gonna budge from that spot. All on the part listening to music, roasting a sweet potato. What kind of childhood did this girl have? Doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break. The fragment move instead. Where's Missile at? Missile, what are you doing over here? Can't really do anything. Hurt poor Miss Lynn's ears. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. Really startled her. You made her drop her sweet potato. How much this girl loves her food too. Anyway, as her fate has changed, albeit ever so slightly. Potato. Rock. Oh, sure. Potato. Okay. Oh, look at that sweet potato. Big scary sweet potato. So sweet potato missile lets me know. Right, of course. With the same shape. Oh, good idea. Oh. I think I get it. I think I get it. Where am I? There we go. I need to be here. You need to be here. Well, I don't really know what this is going to do, but it's like to see. We just got a new feature. And one of them even glanced this way. Unsurprising, seeing as even a meteorite didn't distract them. Desperate situation. Kill or be killed. Yomiel is killed right after this by the meteorite. Well, if the park has a new feature, use it to our advantage in any way. I don't really know. Something? Thought? That's funny. I wonder why he's using past tense. Okay, that's the same. Okay. Yeah. Bip, 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 bip. What if I do that? Why doesn't step? Might hold out for a little while longer. That's the engine all the way down. Friendly in its way. Fate should change. Okay, let's see what happens with this. I'm gonna go ding, and then this is gonna land on him and it's gonna smash both of them. Giant sweet potato. If anything can get in the way, that ugly monster can. Ouch. Anyway, on the fragment's path ought to change. Oh, let's find out. The fragment's course changed a little. Yumiel's fate should really change. Wait a minute. Take another look at the fragment's trajectory. Now that it's changed, what's in its path? In its path, no. Oh. Take a shot through his leg. What? Dual twist of fate weren't over yet. Put it down, huh? Put the gun down. If you don't, you're gonna shoot him. I don't know if it's his detective training or what, but even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands. I won't let that happen. Bullet stops in midair. I'm here, inside the bullet. Swap it with something? Did you pull the trigger? We won't let you become the murderer? Murder isn't the detective's true fate. Yeah, I get it. The frickin' potato, man. Get sweet potatoed. You still couldn't save him? Not true. Maybe getting pierced through the back might not have changed, but I'm still alive. Not dead, just unconscious. How did you... You know what? I'm not going to question it. It's too painful to watch in every sense. Things in my life that's good enough for me. Overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. Look out. You gotta get out of there. Leg won't work. It's all over. We're out of time. Miss Lynn. Anything else to swap with? Just let it play out and then try to find another way next time. If she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse, and then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. The fact her death would be erased, but the memory of it would remain like a scar on her psyche. I won't let that happen. Not if I can help it. Something that can be done. It's just one I do. 3 kinds of powers among us. We ought to be able to fight this battle against the fated death. Your power to manipulate this. Alright. Make it spray as if your life depended on it. I'm dead though. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Remember, you only have a split second. Missile. What can I do? I think you know the answer to that. Okay, I got it. Swap them. Hunk of concrete will go back to its original position. Go right above Miss Linton. Don't worry. I'll do it. I'll swap them. We can't stop the horrible Mino. What can we do now? Let's see how gaining a second or two helped. Oh, it helped, alright. 3 seconds are exactly what I wanted. My turn. You know, our power is right. I can manipulate living creatures. What do you mean? Right. I'm gonna save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Nice throw. Mister, is your knee okay? It'll be fine. It's just a scrape. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is that you're not hurt. Just doing my job. They're the ones who saved you. It's your job, mister. I'm a police detective. Do you think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could. Detective's badge. We give them to children who've been very brave. And then she falls. She trips and falls. Are you alive? Yeah, sadly. Hang on, help is coming. Did you do a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. Came to my body was already moving by itself. It's as if somebody else was controlling me. That had happened. Found this kitten, it was over there. About a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray. Kinda limp, is it okay? I don't know, I think it's unconscious. It's funny, it doesn't look like it's injured or anything. Take it to my house and look after it. Like to come home with me, little kitten? His fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? The kitten, of course. Thistle. Thistle. Oh my god, we're a cat the whole time? Long, lonely 10 years. You're my one and only friend. Remember now? Old friend. I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. No wonder why he doesn't know anything. Somebody, please look at me. Please reach a hand out to me. I had only just died at the time. Lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach out a hand to him. The next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten. No recollection of who I was. I lived as a cat with you for a while. Well, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back. We were a cat the whole time. Back from the morgue. Somebody I just had to see just one more time. Took control of my body and hurried to her house. It's a little too late. It's mysterious she left this world. Just me a note that said I'm coming to you, Yomiel. Who the heck? And named me Sissel. It was the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. His fiance. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man, and there was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. First I could only manipulate small creatures and objects, and after a while I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened, and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted artificial light. I'm understanding how this happened now. I got my revenge on Lynn. I would see the light, or at least that's what I tried to believe. Left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. I was possessing Sissel then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away, after all. You borrowed the body of your old friend. Sissel was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in the country when I left, but then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. Sissel there inside the bag was dead. What? The first shot. The missed shot. Able to control her completely. First bullet didn't hit anything, or so I thought. It did hit something, didn't it? That's when I lost my life, right there in the presence of the Temsic radiation. Huh. We were a freaking cat. Hey, my powers of the dead and my ghost tricks. I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. Thought the corpse was me. Well, it was the only corpse I could see at the time, after all, but as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? You knew, why didn't you try to stop me? Simple. I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead. But even so, there's some things that you can do that I can't. I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have let my fiance stay dead like that. But you're here 10 years in the past now, thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. In any case, the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. Fate of your death, the kid Sissel's fate, and I just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed too. I believe you're right. This is the last fate to be averted, eh? Eat a bird. Looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yeah, and I'm glad too. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. Understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. She shaved me from the darkness. She was in the darkness and she was shaving my back, and you know, it's just things. Sometimes you just feel better. I knew 10 years later it was just born. Get back to our new present. Yeah, I went to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again. 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. Memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did, my crime. That's the way this game of the dead works, eh? No matter what the reason. No denying the fact that I tried to take Lynn hostage. That I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Sissel. Yes? Go back to our fates. When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It'll be like we never met. Before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. Already one thing of the lost past. It's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates have changed now, right, Yomiel? Thank you, Sissel. I'm very glad I met you. Me too, Yomiel. Sissel, are we ever going to see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we aren't. Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. I have to wait till then. I'll never forget you. I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Looks like you've come to live with me now. We'll be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Jowd. You all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now We're each going back to our own new present. Say goodbyes. Say goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would cross again. Come to the stream for feels. Wait. There you go. Before you go back to a new present, I wanted to thank you. Oh yeah, the lamp. What was your thing? Before I cease to exist. Oh, it's you! Sorry, Ray, in case you've forgotten again. See, everything has turned out as I had hoped. I'm really grateful to you, Cecil. Thank you. Don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Ask you a question, Ray? I wanted to know, who exactly are you? Fair enough. I will tell you. Tell you about another version of tonight's events. Changed the fates of many people tonight, the first of which was hers. Been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. Had it occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature. That sequel bait that we're not going to get. They stole her life that night. They broke into her apartment. They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. In the process, two little dead bodies were left behind. Jesus. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on, just as he reached out his paw towards his mistress. That's when a miracle occurred. Powers the dead, but how? You didn't really understand it yourself. Not yet, anyway. With all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not? Hey, wait a minute. Right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. He was unable to save his little mistress. There wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects. He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady. The little fellow chased after the men, but there wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in red in the deep, deep sea. And then, he went back. He went back to the world 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death. But how? What the? What is happening? He decided to wait it out. Decided to wait until that night came again. So Ray is missile. Taking these 10 years to be retold. Give him an old dog beard. A missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years. Change the fates of those people on your own, so you decided to wait those 10 years out. And then, at last, a fateful night rolled around again. I'd grown old and my powers were weak, so I decided I needed to find somebody to help me this time around. Somebody who possessed different powers than me. You were able to manipulate the death lamp. Of course, with the long years, my powers had changed. My ability to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects. I need to cooperate with yourself, because I couldn't. From watching the man in red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do, like travel through the telephone lines. May not seem like much, but it's a very important power, especially if you're trying to chase somebody. You can understand. You from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me? Why wouldn't I? Well, we had met before on that night the first time around. What? Listening to the conversation of the two intruders at the apartment, and that Miss Lynn had lost her life at the junkyard on the edge of town. Followed the ghost world paths to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Twisting and swiveling desk lamp. My first in on it, I can tell you. That was me. So I was shot on that night the first time around as well. What the hell? Lost your memory that time too. You had just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me. I did what? I don't know if I might have lost memory. Sorry, but I can't help you. That's what you said. And then you left? Way over the telephone line. Wow. What a dick. I'm sorry I didn't help you. But use that desire of yours to a mutual advantage. The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be path to the man in red, to Yomio. But I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction. And then I give you a time limit. That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have all been over. The thing about ceasing to exist? Oh, that's completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know. Just wanted to use your time wisely. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way. Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. Now it's time to say farewell. The past 10 years will cease to exist. With them, so will I. Whistle. I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. So you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. We didn't wait those 10 long years. All for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh? Of course. That's what doggies do. And farewell, Sissel. The story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what had really happened in this town tonight. Made my way back to a new present. Everybody had a good, happy new present. How come it's dark? Let's turn on the lights here. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, it worked right. But it was nearly scared me to death. I remember my birthday today. It's my mom's birthday, the day before yesterday. It was a surprise for her. But it came out so I wanted to use it again. You're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right? Thank you, Detective Dad. Dad, you're home. Thank you. Well, let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today. Meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective, huh? Anything wrong? You have one of those badges too. Oh, this? Yeah. I have one just like it. My dad gave it to me the other day. It's a lot older than mine, though. You keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn. What's wrong with it? To me, this is a symbol of a real detective. It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? I would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day. When you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow. Bam, 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 bam. Find out where that destiny will lead me. Same little kitten. That's right, the very one. You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten. Like kitten. Never got any bigger or anything. Oh, a mysterious little fellow. Name is Sissel. Heard that name somewhere before. Sissel likes you, Lynn. Start the celebration. Okay, Mom. Chicken. Big chimkin. Let's you here somehow too. So we meet again, Sissel. Just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world, and I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they're all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. Now, this is my new fate. Guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch the strange and beautiful patterns of their lives as they unfold. And it looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. That was a neat game. Oh my god. Cat, yeah. It's my birthday. So I just stayed home and guarded the fort. Did you like that? Not bad, huh? Definitely not good. The great detective, Inspector Cabanella. For example, is the inspector providing for his men. Oh yeah, itchy toe man. Your food, gentleman. What are you doing here? But you're going to be picking new members for the Special Investigation Unit today. You took on a part-time job here again? Just so you could eavesdrop? No idea the lengths I'd go to reach my goals. Best customer requested it. Now good luck with the taste testing. I think I could eat another bite. Who exactly is this very best customer anyway? Yo, character modeling team. All two of them? Two people did all the character modeling for this crazy DS game. It just once again proves that Capcom has like insane talent that do character modeling. Here at the end as usual. Yep, welcome to the... You missed all of it. $20 kilograms. I thought it was 20 grams. Nice money. You missed all the feels. Wait. You am cat man. Cat. The rights of those who live here. These two clowns. I'm real tired of seeing you do that. Show you a new dance that's been passed down in our family for generations. We do this when we have a stomach ache. Dance away the pain. Delicious in that one. Think you could show it to me, say, next week? Short enough it doesn't get too convoluted. Yeah. A lot of localizations. And hey, because of the nature of the joke, the running joke that everything that I stream comes back somehow, this game did recently get like re-rated for PC in like Korea or something. So there's a chance that this game is getting some sort of remaster. Long use, Romeo. Your time's up today. The lady who always comes to visit you is waiting outside. Thank you, Sissel. What? Okay. I mean, it doesn't really surprise me that Inafune's name is on this. Is just forget. Nice. Cool game. Saving. Save complete. Returning to title. Neat game. Neato, neat game.